second playoff game.
Yep.
But again, congratulations to them. The city is abuzz, and we hope that they can be here for the Super Bowl in a few weeks. Got to win one in Philly next week.
Nurkic is a monster, and he's playing under the rim, wasn't finishing well, but doing a much better job now. Great steal by Evan Turner here.
And then Turner blows it, but nobody hustled down the floor. And two, as you saw.
Shabazz Napier did a really nice job filling in for Damian Lillard. Jimmy makes a really tough.
Gets to areas and gets to spots on the floor that he really wants to be effective from.
All he's doing this year is having a career year.
He's stepping up here after a little bit of a complacent start for the Timberwolves to set the tone and get them the lead back.
Lillard dumps it off for Nurkic, who's able to get it tucked down to 4. Butler, tough shot, does not hit rim, but the Blazers come up with it. Lillard finds an extra gear, gets around Wiggins.
For the rest of the quarter, so over half the quarter, if you can get into the bonus with that much time left, you should really always take advantage of it.
Well, think about the game at Milwaukee. They got in the bonus early, didn't take advantage of it. And it cost them Andrew Wiggins. Towns. Aminu dared him to shoot it, he did. Gibson comes up with yet another.
So he gets a steal right here almost. Loose ball, Butler battling for it. And who else is going to come up with a basketball for the Timberwolves? But Jimmy Butler beats Taj Gibson. Timberwolves keep it alive. Taj gets an open look.
Category he's at the top of. He's #1 in the league in real plus minus on ESPN.com.
He's a two-way player. As Napier makes it.
We're getting carried along with the Wolves' success than the other way around.
Yeah. Well, it's impressive to say the least.
Damian Lillard was giving away a lot.
Deadly. Moving to his right that time.
Yep. And that was one of his hot zones, too.
Teague looking for his shot, and he gets it this last month.
Andrew Wiggins gets into the cut that time of CJ fouls, so they're sort of drawing some fouls here.
Napier's got 2, McCollum's got 2, Lillard's got 2.
It's the second time now.
Plenty of time on the clock for the Wolves. Wiggins attacking the rookie Collins and finish mid-range. Wiggins long 2 to answer. Opening quarter. Largest lead for either team has been 5. Extra pass. McCollum reloads and drills it. Back to college. Napier originally drafted by Charlotte, never played for them. Collins under. But the lore will live on. As the lore goes on, it's going to be that he dunked it over LeBron.
Anytime you put LeBron.
Connaughton attacking in the lane. Tough rebound by Bielitsa. Jones, there's a finish on it. You've adopted the scud phrase. Well, it's very apropos. An inaccurate missile.
Standards are actually reestablishing the standards they set in the early 2000s.
Butler, one-legged fadeaway, drills it.
For a team,
they didn't have chemistry. They didn't have chemistry, and some of it was, for various reasons. But
Crawford, deep 3, yes, sir!
Get the laces if you want to. Get your feet set. We're daring you to shoot.
That's how Bill Laimbeer's scouting reports are on me.
Towns looking for his first points, has his first point. Timberwolves shooting 54% here in the opening half.
Wow.
Strong Teague. Doesn't see anything, so he'll back it out. Towns attacking and distributing.
Halves here, 2-minute. It's always a 2-minute game or a 3-minute game, how important they are. And you're up 10 here, but you'd like to see if you can even extend it to 15.
6th rebound tonight.
Nice defensive rotation there to make it a tougher shot for Nurkic.
Teague bounce pass through traffic to set up.
Shoot a lot of threes. They do make a pretty good percentage, but they don't shoot a lot of them. They're 24th in attempts as you knock down a shot.
He made 9. Aminu in transition, another blowing shot at the rim. It's at least a 3rd by the Blazers tonight.
Well, was very fortunate there.
Andrew Wiggins, tough shot.
Do against a team that operates at the elbows a lot is to line those elbow catches. They're imploring Karl Anthony Towns to get up and deny. Taj gets a blow by right there by Alfred. Wolves have been just choking off the paint in this basketball game. If anybody's penetrated, for the most part, they've been a lot of bodies there as Towns makes a hard shot.
No whistle. Lillard and the Blazers trying to climb back into this thing. And game for Lillard, he becomes the first Blazer in double figures. Timberwolves already with 3 players in double figures tonight. Andrew Wiggins.
A little bit of the old KG shimmy shake baseline jumper there.
Wiggins.
Who's going to close the gap because he's not even ranked on those getting votes, but certainly Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler deserve to be all-stars this year. Nurkic underneath, able to come up with.
Towns straight away, 3. Towns, he's made 10 of his last 17 tries.
Unbelievable rotation by Jeff Teague right there.
And then Teague for 3, loads it up and drills. But he has a couple of rebounds, took a big charge.
Only played 8 minutes in the game, but did have an impact. It's been a long road trip for Portland.
I was just going to say that. This is game 4 of a 4-game trip for them. Butler in transition. Connaughton able to knock down.
And if he'll ever try baseball, because he's so talented, he can heat it up.
Well, he was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles. Great college pitcher.
Jang is getting ready to check in for him. So Towns was scoreless for a long time. All of a sudden, he's got 13.
And all 5 Wolves in double figures.
Double figures. Wiggins unable to connect on
his 3. By the way, Andrew Wiggins, that was his first 3-point attempt tonight. Connaughton with the dunk.
Towns has it taken away from behind as Ed Davis grabbed the basketball. Blazers trying to climb back in this thing.
And he had the big steal late. It was just fantastic to watch. But if you're a Jazz fan, the Blazers quietly trying to get back into this game. Damian Lillard at 3, and it's in. McCollum with the shot clock down to 6. Will take it, make it.
Andrew Wiggins defensively for Minnesota game after game now.
Teague gets ahead of steam. Little scoop.
All of Karl's mix, he's 4 of 8 from the floor. He's got 2 threes. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line, but 0 points in the painted area by Karl Anthony Towns.
Another shot by Teague. The current 7-game home win streak is the longest in season since they won 14 in a row. The way is 17 in a row. McCollum.
38 seconds to go, got the 2-for-1. They scored on both of those possessions and were able to get some good momentum going into the 4th. And it was a use it or lose it situation for him. So hard to guard.
Oh, and it was a nice 2-man game out of Gorgie as well. Kind of waiting for him to go back into that corner and setting him up beautifully. The answer on
he kind of found his rhythm.
He had missed his last 6 3-point attempts before tonight's game. Butler.
Momentum, it seems like Teague or Jimmy Butler on that one have the answer. They have that where they're able to
Towns fouled and Gorgie Jang. Crawford gives it right back to Butler, fires over Collins.
Gives you another dimension as a stretch 4 or a 3 if you want to play him at the small forward for certain matchups.
Crawford, long 2, drills it.
The point is that you can.
It's going to define this Timberwolves team. We're going to find out really a lot more about them because you're going to open up against a New Orleans team that's battling you for a playoff position. As Wiggins drew
other 5-game homestands.
According to our game notes from Swanee, they did it in 2001 and again in 1999. Timberwolves' largest margin of a victory this season, by the way, was the 28-point win against